Hello and welcome to another episode of Under the Radar. I'm your host Casey, joined by my wonderful co-host as always, Aiden. And you might be there's a few new faces on the screen today, guys. Don't get too overwhelmed. We have our good buddies Oliver, Finn, and Ash today to join us in reviewing Reminders of Him.
Let's go.
Colleen Hoover's new movie.
Woo!
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Big round
Just
of applause.
expanding our Hooververse
The Hooververse.
watch through.
The Colleen Hoover cinematic universe. Let's go.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are all so
I'm the only
excited.
female in here, and I'm not the one to convince all these men to watch it.
We convinced her.
That's so
We all watched it before she did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Believe it
What?
or not.
What's the last movie review we did, Casey? It was Thunderbolt or
Scream.
Superman? Oh no,
Scream
Scream. Yeah,
7.
Scream.
Oh,
Scream
boy.
7.
Yeah, so I feel like
So-
Yay.
jump into a completely different genre and completely better movie.
Yeah, that's watching good.
Of him. So just for a little bit of context before we go into this review, we all big fans in here of Colleen Hoover's project before this, Regretting You.
Peak.
All right, absolute
Peak.
banger.
Proudly.
Pink.
Cinema.
We loved it.
Watched
It
it
was
3
so
times in
good.
the span of a week.
Yeah,
That's true.
the official Regretting You.
Twice
prom.
without me?
Yeah,
She wasn't even there for
she wasn't
most of
there.
it.
It was just like 4 or 5 guys just watching Regretting
Watched it
You
by
together.
myself.
Just as everybody should.
Yeah.
And so, being such big fans of Regretting You, we were like, you know what? We got to go to the next project, Reminders of Him, coming out. And I think we go ahead and start this review just by giving our scores. I'm going to give us a little countdown.
Sure.
Everybody say what you gave this movie out of 10. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Let's hit it. All right. Reminders of Him review out of 10. 3, 2, 1.
7 out of
10
8
out
and a
of
half.
10.
8.5.
I'm 8 and a
Let's
half.
fucking go. Let's go. We are all super high on this
This movie was
is
also
fucking
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
good. It's so good.
Now, okay. This was one of the first movies that I'm like, I'm gonna sit down and take notes when I watch it, and all I could come up with was that.
Regretting You.
That's all I wrote for 2 hours.
He was just so locked in
I was
until he forgot he was taking notes.
He's like, dude.
No, reminders of him. It was incredible, guys. Like,
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I just want to talk about our theater experiences and just kind of go one by one.
I'll bow
kick us
out for
off
this
here.
one.
Yeah, I went to this movie, and there were about 2 single ladies in the theater with me. One above me, one below me, and we were all sniffling by the end of this movie. It was a nice little bonding experience between
Casey?
3 strangers.
I had the exact same experience. I'm not even kidding. I'm like,
That's
I'm so
hilarious.
dead serious. What you just said is exactly what happened to me.
It was beautiful. It was honestly so beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Ada, give me a little context.
So in total there was 8 people in my theater, a group of 4 sitting in the top row, a group of 3 sitting next to me, and then me by myself, center of the theater. I chose the best seat in the house, and then this lady, she's like, "Oh, there's a guy sitting in like the seats that we wanted." I'm like, "Yep." Got my bucket of popcorn, and I was staring straight at that screen.
Yup, sucks the sun, guys.
I am not moving.
Ash, how was your theater?
I was on my way to my theater when I called up my uberly single friend, and I was like, hey, I'm going to drag you to this because you just severely broke your arm and you can't go anywhere. So I'm dragging you to this movie. And it was me and him. And then I think our theater was pretty packed. We were in the very, very back row center. And then by the end of it, I sent y'all the photo of
Yes.
as soon as the lights came on.
Yep.
I'm not joking. That was as soon as the lights came on. I was sobbing, and my friend Zach just goes, "We can stay through the credits. Give you a second." I go, "Okay."
Reminder to put that photo up on the screen. That happened.
Yeah.
We'll do a little flash of that. No, I mean, so before I
Yeah.
went to go see this movie, I saw Hoppers. I did a little double feature when I
Yeah.
saw this movie. And Hoppers ended, and I actually stayed through the whole credits because they had like the
Yeah.
mid credit and post credit. And I
Mhm.
was chilling. I was like, that was good. Like I was super excited to get into my next movie, and I went and saw reminders of him, and those credits started rolling, and it was like I needed that debrief as well. I was just like, I need this second. Like
You're just like, I just need to sit and like think about like this movie that I just watched and just think about life and really take it in and just be like, wow, like what a time to be alive, right?
Hey, Oliver, you want to talk about your riveting theater experience?
I think I watched this movie wrong because I watched it on a cam in my at my computer that lagged about 800 times, and then I immediately, as soon as the movie ended, I was gonna be late for work, so I had to put it on 1.5 times speed, like speed run the end. And then I went and worked for like 6 hours, so. I think I still came out of it with an 8.5. I just didn't, shed a tear because I normally don't. But
there are very few movies.
Regretting You almost got me there. I'm just gonna say that. But
that is, because it's peak.
It didn't, but it almost did. But no, reminders of it wasn't as good. Probably because it just didn't. I watched it in the worst way you possibly could.
Yeah.
Do you ever have it where like people are way more emotional than you, so it kind of just like, man, well, I don't really feel like being like emotional. That's what kind of happened. The 3 girls that are next to me, like I'm kind of like teary-eyed or whatever, and then I just start hearing sobbing. I go, well, you just fucking ruined it, and I'm just kind of saying,
I didn't. I want to make something clear. I was not sobbing, but I was crying by the end of it. I was like, oh my gosh,
I was like getting teary-eyed,
what a
and then it's
beautiful
just like
movie.
I just hear and crying and sobbing next to me, and I go, man,
oh, dude, I had a big old frog in my throat, dude. I was sitting there, I had to hit a little throat clearance before. Oh, that movie was, it was alright. As I'm walking out of the theater.
The funny thing was, Hoppers got me closer to crying than Reminders of Him did.
Hoppers is a banger, though.
Hoppers
is a banger, yeah.
There's only also like 3 movies that have made me cry, and this was not the 4th.
But I guess just getting into non-spoilers, we'll talk about a few positives we have, a few negatives that we have. I think I don't have that many negatives, as I feel like everybody in here can relate. I want to say my biggest negative, honestly, going into this movie, is that Colleen Hoover, I expect so fucking much from you right now. Like the charm of Regretting You, so me and Aiden watched that movie together, and we watched Regretting You, and we expected some like sappy rom-com bullshit, whatever.
It's also
and
what
Colleen
I expected.
Hoover, Colleen Hoover just surprised the shit out of me. So going into this movie, I was like, you better bring your A game, girly, and she did. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. So I just expected like a lot, and she delivered on a lot. So it just wasn't as shocking watching this movie.
Yeah.
We gotta see It Ends With Us and her other movie Confess, and then we gotta compare the 4.
Yeah.
We'll come back in like a month when we watch that, and then we'll just do a Hooververse ranking and like
I made a Hooververse ranking on my Letterboxd.
I did too. It's on my Letterboxd.
It's only 2 movies right now, but it's
there. As soon as the movie ended, I was like, I kind of want to make like a list of what I thought of the movie just so I could remember stuff. And the last thing on my list is Colleen Hoover, you bitch. Like, how dare you make me feel something again? How dare you make me feel something for your fucking movie?
God damn it, emotion.
Yeah. Here's the.
These are things that I'm supposed to suppress, not feel.
Here is the main takeaway that I have gathered from Colleen Hoover movies is that it will always have a cool ass dude with a cool ass truck. Is the best part.
Always, dude.
Always.
Yeah,
that is
I guess
one of my
that's
negatives.
one spoiler we'll give in the non-spoilers is sick ass
truck, dude.
Truck, man.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
I just wish it wasn't
cool.
orange, but it's still a sick truck.
No, I love
I was
it.
gonna say,
though.
No,
ugly,
I
that's
don't-
how
I
it
don't
works.
fuck with the orange. I don't.
I
fuck
didn't
with
with
the
it at
orange,
first, but
but-
as the movie kept going on, I was like, damn, you know?
It's not better. It's not better than Miller's truck in Regretting You, but it is
Absolutely
still
not.
a cool truck.
And
It's
I'm
still
sorry,
a cool truck.
Ledger, he needed the fucking lollipop or something, because like he's nothing compared
He
to.
was missing a little bit of aura.
He was.
Aiden, go ahead.
He missed him.
Aiden, give me some of your negatives. What were you thinking during this movie?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't really. It's a romance movie. For most part of the movie, I just kind of didn't really buy. Ledger and what's Kenna?
Kenna.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kenna.
For the most part, they're kind of just whatever. To be honest with you, I liked Kenna and the friend, Ledger's friend in the bar. I thought they had better chemistry for a bit, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
I kind of saw that too.
I also kind of saw that.
When he was like helping in there, then they were talking. I was like, okay, I can see this. Maybe that's like, the little Colleen Hoover twist.
Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah.
Been...
Yeah. I think my biggest negative is just like, it's kind of like what Casey said. It just didn't wow me to the way Regretting You did. Yeah. That's really the best
thing is,
way I can put it.
When we watched Regretting You, we were expecting so little, so then it surpassed that, and then when we were gonna watch Reminders of Him, we were like, okay, well, Regretting You was peak, so why wouldn't this?
I think almost all of us in our review on Letterboxd just said it's no Regretting You, but it's good or something like that.
I definitely it just wasn't as big of a spectacle. Like, Regretting You knocked me on my ass every 15 minutes, and I was not really getting anywhere near that with this one or with Reminders. But I think just the characters aren't as charming, and maybe it's just the fact that I knew every actor in Reminder or Regretting You, and I don't know anybody except the grandparents from Reminders of Him. I couldn't tell you a single person's name, so that probably just I lost.
Yeah. Well, the only place that me and Casey know Ledger from was Him.
It's funny that he went from Him to Reminders.
I was about to say that. That was one of my notes. I go, this selfish bastard. He's going in movies with him in the title. I was like, what is it?
No. The Him movie is his NFL career. Now. Reminders of Him is just his NFL career.
Because he's still in the NFL in Reminders of Him, so that's hilarious.
I like that.
That's what I'm saying. Is his friend died, so he came back, but Him is just the pre Reminders of Him.
That's another note I have. Since we're just whatever, I go, this guy is just not built for football. Broken heart, peace sign.
Broken heart, peace sign.
Broken heart,
because this guy's just not built for football.
So, Ash, you gave this movie a perfect score. I want you to go ahead and take us into some positives you had about this movie.
Well, I'm gonna say my one negative.
Okay.
My one negative is that they don't focus too much on the love story between Ledger and Kenna. If there were supposed to be it was there, but they didn't really focus on it. It was just my boyfriend died. Here's his best friend though.
Valid.
His best friend's raising my daughter. I guess I'll fall in love with him.
But
my pot. Go ahead.
No, I had a question. It's off the rails. You continue, and then I'll go.
Okay. Positives. If a movie can make me cry for 45 minutes straight, it gets a 10 out of 10.
That's a fair rule to have.
I don't care.
That's fair. That's honestly so fair. Yeah.
If I can't stop crying for 30 plus 45 minutes, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Not very many movies get that from me.
Yeah. Just a general question for Colleen Hoover, I guess, if you're watching this.
Of course she is.
I know, right? Hopefully, we're her biggest fans. We're her biggest fans.
Viewer of Under the Radar.
What is it with having your stories involve around a car crash? What's the idea here?
Nobody can drive in these fucking
movies,
dude.
What is the deal with that?
Okay, I hate that I just put that together. Now,
granted,
no clue. That didn't even click.
Granted, we have not seen It Ends With Us or Confess yet, so I don't know if those have car accidents.
They have a car accident.
But if they do, Colleen, I have questions. Did you lose a family member in a car accident? Is that all the only thing you know how to write about? What are you doing here? Why? I'm not mad. I just want to know why.
I think that's a valid question.
It is, right?
A very valid question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend Zach after the movie, and I was like, dude, Colleen knows how to do a mix of stories very well.
Yeah.
Because some people, most storytellers can only do oh, like the dead boyfriend or dead girlfriend storyline, and that's it. Like they focus just on that. But this is focusing on the dead boyfriend, prison, the wanting the daughter back, like she
and it all blends,
focuses
like,
on all of that and does it perfectly.
Yeah, it blends very nicely. Like, it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like you're being spoon-fed information. I think the way that she gives information in this movie is really good, and we'll get into it more in spoilers. Some of the moments that kind of shocked me. But like, I think her pacing is just so well done, and there are a few moments in this movie it does drag a little bit. I'm not saying this movie's perfect in that department,
but
I
when
think
it
just
keeps
the way
buffering
she
too, it feels pretty long.
Yeah, I'm sure the 30 minutes of buffering
didn't help.
I hated when my movie theater buffered.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah,
It's the fucking
awful.
worst.
But just the way she's able to give you information is just like so fun to watch. It's such a just a fun journey while you're going through
it's
this.
a lot of fun.
And I know we've joked a lot about like regretting you and everything. I'm trying so hard not to compare it because this is about reminders of him. But I'm like, it's so much better in regretting you though. Like,
that's totally fair.
Ash, what you were saying with like how it's all mixing all the different stories. I think it's like the layers in regretting you are just a lot. Maybe not like higher stakes, but I think it feels like she does a really good job of making it feel a lot heavier than it actually actually is. But
and this was something Casey and I talked briefly about. Is that I think the conclusion that we came to is that the stakes are so much higher in reminders of him, as compared to regretting you, because of what's at stake. I don't want to get into spoilers, but with certain characters. You don't really get that in regretting you, to that extent. And I think that's what makes the two so different is because of the stakes at hand.
I think also is the last comparison I'm going to try to make. I think the fact that like regretting you is them uncovering everything instead of in reminders where it's kind of just all happening. Like that's another layer. Like that was just another layer of the story was just them being detectives and being like, okay, so what the fuck actually happened versus I gotta do this with my
I understand what you're saying, but I think in the sense of where the characters in regretting you are detectives trying to figure out what's going on, I think us as the audience are trying to figure out what's happening in reminders of him. With said car crash.
We're trying to piece together.
I think we're trying to, because they're not trying to piece it together in the movie, but we as the audience are trying to piece it together. Whereas that isn't the case in regretting you. Is the best way I think I can put that.
I completely agree. I mean, regretting you, like the inciting incident of the film, you kind of make your assumptions about what happened, and you're kind of like confirmed on your assumptions throughout the movie. And with reminders of him, I mean, there's so much ambiguity and it's so ominous of what actually happened that when you are given like little snippets of information, you kind of start forming that puzzle for yourself until kind of the whole movie comes together and you get a full picture of like, oh, this is like what I've been watching. I'm so curious what this movie's going to be like on a rewatch. Now that I know like the entire story, because I can definitely see this movie going up now that I can kind of see how everybody's acting due to me now knowing the entire.
It's gonna happen with every Colleen Hoover movie. It's like we're gonna give it a score and then we're gonna rewatch it and it's just gonna go up 2 points.
Every Colleen Hoover movie is destined for a 10 out of 10 from us. Like, it's gonna happen at some point. Ash, it happened earlier for you, then it'll happen for us. But
I do very quickly want to say, for those of you like who don't know us, like Oliver like is kind of the person that like would not watch a movie like this. That's kind of just who he is.
Oh yeah, no.
And when we were telling him about regretting you originally, I think Aiden said it best. We were hyping it up a little too much.
Oh, so much. I thought it was going to turn into like John Wick or some shit.
And it was hilarious because like I've never seen Oliver lock in harder for a movie than when we got to the twist in Regretting You. We were probably like 20 minutes into the movie and Oliver said, "I'm really bored." And then the twist happens and he was like, "What?" And I've never seen him lock in faster. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then I don't think I moved for another hour. I just sat there and watched. Which never happens with me ever. I'm always like doing other shit.
It's hilarious. It was hilarious.
No, anytime I like say like, oh yeah, like I've watched Regretting You and I watched it with a group of friends and they're like, oh, like your girlfriend's. I was like, no, 20-something-year-old men convinced me to watch it. And they're like, oh.
They all said it was peak, so I had to check it out.
Yeah, I was like, they're like, oh. Okay. Like, yeah, it's a bunch of nerdy 20-something-year-olds.
And it was awesome.
And I'd watch it again.
And it was
I would watch it again.
Goddamn movie.
It's
in Aiden's top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but my top 4 is
Along with 3 movies that don't exist yet, but it's in the top 4.
Technically, if we want to be technical, 3 of those movies haven't come out yet, so technically his favorite movie of all time right now is Regretting You.
Yeah.
Dude, put it at the top of every list so people know that you love it. You gotta do.
Jesus.
I understood that reference.
I think with that being said, I think we should go into spoilers so we can talk a little more in depth about it.
Yeah,
for sure.
So Casey, you want to start it off, or Ash, you got something?
Casey, take it away. Sorry, I'll hold mine.
No, go ahead. What?
So I was trying to find, not to mention the vodka again.
Not sponsored.
But not sponsored. Which it could be.
Vodka.
It could be.
Yeah. Unless you want.
I was trying to find that, so I was rewatching the beginning of it, and the notebook that Kenna is writing in, says the like phrase that her like prison mate says on it, which you don't realize is what is on her notebook until later in the movie.
Oh.
Which phrase?
It's the whole you can live in your sadness or let it like take over, and on her notebook it says live in.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even notice that. That's really cool.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That is really
Hoover,
cool.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until
Colleen
Hoover. You bitch.
So yeah, I guess getting straight into spoilers, how we like to do spoilers on this channel, if you are new here, is we like to do a little play-by-play of the movie, get really deep into our thoughts about everything, go, scene by scene, act by act, and, just have fun and ramble as much as we want. So as you can see, all our videos are long as shit. So we get right into this movie.
Thank you, Casey, for doing all the work.
Of course. So we get right into this movie, and we are introduced to our main character, Kenna. Correct?
Yes, Kenna.
Yep.
Kenna, and she is riding in the back of a taxi and driving down the street, and she passes a cross, and the cross has the name of Scotty on it.
Scotty.
Yep.
Scotty.
Has the name Scotty on it, and she goes up and she rips that fucker out of the ground and takes it with her.
Home.
She says, "Fuck that cross." Yep, and hops her ass back in the taxi and keeps on going. So, we get a. It's kind of mysterious of who is this character, what's going on, who the fuck is Scotty, who, we love to get into the trend where I have to pull up his name here because I completely forgot. Rudy Pankow plays the coolest motherfucker ever who is dead.
I think that's actually one of my biggest negatives. I wish we got to see more of him. I think
Me too.
I also wish we got to see more.
They try to sell them as this perfect couple, but we only get 4 scenes total of them, and one of them's his death.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, he is just the typecast now as you're gonna love this dude. He died.
And then he's gonna die.
Uncharted, Outer Banks, that is I think the only 2 things he's ever done.
Yeah,
so.
I saw an interview with him where like somebody like mentioned it like in the interview, and they were like, yeah, but like I think it was the guy who plays his dad was like, but like, just know that means like you're a beloved character. If like they kill you, and we're like, but like we don't want him to die.
Yeah, no.
It's like he could just not die too. That'd be kind of cool.
Could be a fun
He's
character
also-
to
We
watch
could
for 2
love
hours
him even
instead.
more.
He's also really hot.
I know it. Yeah, like that little scraggly goatee going on in
He's
this
like-
movie.
He's like so hot, it's ridiculous.
So our main character Kenna, she shows up at a apartment complex, and they're kind of like, yo, I'll give you cheap rent, and we kind of get a thing. She can't really like afford to stay there, so the landlady is like, hey,
Take
this cat and you can stay for a few weeks while you get on your feet and start paying rent after.
Yeah.
And that is a super cute little character that we get in the movie is the kitten. She's
Ivy, right? I think it's
Yeah,
Ivy.
they named it after her
Ivy.
prison. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yep.
after her imprisonment.
Yeah.
Yep. So we get introduced to the landlady, and we also get introduced to another character here. I'm forgetting her name, but she's the young lady with Down syndrome in the movie.
Yeah. I really
Also a
liked
great
her.
character.
She
she was
so
good.
She was really
good
funny.
Also,
in
someone
this
I wish
movie.
we would have seen more.
Her
Yeah.
every time.
She could have
I
been
know
in
this
the
is-
movie so much more.
I apologize because this is getting to a little later in the movie, but anytime she called Ledger jerk, I laughed.
Jerk.
I thought that was
so
hilarious.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That was so
I
Hilarious.
thought
funny.
that was hilarious.
And then she goes jerker.
You're kissing the jerk.
Jerker.
Jerker. La jerk.
The jerk.
Le jerk.
It's so funny.
She
Well,
was
yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
she,
So we see Kenna. She's in her apartment. It's kind of a piece of shit, but whatever. And
Honestly,
she-
for a piece of shit apartment, doesn't look that bad.
it was
it's not that
kinda
bad.
nice.
She just
Like,
doesn't
it
have
was-
anything. If she started getting,
It was kind of all right.
If she
I
starts
was
getting
like, oh.
stuff, she could actually turn it into something. It's just right now.
Yeah.
It looks like nothing.
Yeah.
I was like shocked by how like
Yeah.
okay that apartment
But then
looked. I was like, damn.
starts to
Like,
go job hunting. She starts going walking around, but because of
Yep.
her record, she's not really able to get a job.
kind of wild, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
It was like at a coffee shop and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
are
she's
we
got, like, a
being for
diner.
Yeah, like a
real?
diner.
Isn't it a small town too?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
they
like
can't
what?
really
What?
be-
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What they like talk about it in the diner when she goes to apply at the diner, and she's like, "Oh, we can't hire anybody that has a record." And I was like, "What? What is such an issue here that like you can't hire someone with a record to be a waitress at a diner?
yeah.
Like,
Also,
what is the
I-
problem?"
Yeah.
I wish
also
that
should depend
she
on
would have
what's on the record.
explained.
Yeah.
Like she would have explained what the
Yeah.
record was for,
Mhm.
rather than being like,
Yeah.
Just being like, all right, fucking bye, I guess. Like,
It feels like
Yeah.
something where they knew Kenna, because since it's
Yeah.
a small town, if they knew Kenna and they knew what she did, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like,
well, no, because
Yeah,
she
but I
still
feel like
said
nobody
was like,
really
Here,
knew.
Here's an application. fill
Yeah,
it
they
out."
gave her an
And then
application
It
and
was
she
only
checked
a
the
hang up when
box.
she checked the
Yeah.
felon box.
yeah.
yeah. We
Yeah.
do during
That was it.
during this little job search though, we do get introduced to some other characters. We get introduced to a gentleman playing with a little kid, and we find out that this is actually the neighbor of a family who has a little girl. And he's super close with this daughter or this young girl.
Mhm.
He's getting his nails painted, and she's just this really bright super hyper kid. And we get kind of a sense of the relationship between the neighbors and the family, and then we see him go to his job at a bar.
His
and
sick
he's
ass
just kind of-
truck.
It's sick
Sick
ass
ass
truck.
truck.
Sick
Over there.
ass truck.
It's so fucking cool. And he,
But again, to be clear, not cooler
Not
than Mason
cooler than
Thames.
Mason.
not
Absolutely
cooler
not.
than
Not
Mason
cooler
Thames.
than Mason
Not
Thames.
cooler than
That
Mason.
truck is
Too
much
orange.
fucking cooler.
If
But
that
Buddy's a
if that
close
truck was
second.
not orange, it would have a little more it would be
Also,
a little
so-
closer.
Real quick, the daughter, she's 5. How long was the mom? Was the mom in prison for 5 years? Because they said she was supposed
She was
she
supposed
was
to
in
be
for
in
7.
prison for 7 years.
She was supposed to be in for 7, but
She
got
gave
out for
birth.
good behavior.
Yeah.
Okay,
Got
that's what I
out.
thought. Because I was
for
like,
good behavior 2 years.
that was one of my notes,
She also
and then I
gave
go, I'm
birth
pretty sure the
while
movie
she was in
explained it.
prison.
So then I crossed it
Yeah.
out. But yeah.
She gave
Yeah.
birth, I think, like after the
Yeah,
first.
she-
So maybe
yeah,
she was
that's-
in
yeah,
for
when I
6.
saw
So
that,
like
when
she
they showed
went
that
and then
stuff,
was and then came back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
because
jumping around. I know. Sorry.
She
Yeah,
didn't know
she
she was
had-
pregnant.
the kid then. But yeah, so she's applying at all these jobs, and they tell her to go apply at the basically Dollar General of the town, the dollar store.
Yeah.
Where we get our first flashback of the movie, and we are introduced to Scotty, who is just really fucking cool.
We see how they meet,
Like-
and their meeting scene is
Red.
such a
This
cool,
motherfucker
cute
put to
scene.
film.
It's so
It's
cute.
Such a cute scene where he's like he's trying to talk to her, so he goes and buys one plate, and she's like, "Okay, well,
Okay.
bye." So then he goes and gets another plate,
Buys another plate.
and then she's like, and then he goes, "I'm just trying to work up the courage to ask you out." She goes, "I can't date a customer." So what does he do? He returns the
returns
fucking
it.
plate.
Turn the plate.
And goes,
I will
"I'm
no
never
longer be shopping.
Shopping
I'm
here
never
again.
shopping here again.
So fucking cool.
So cute.
Oh,
And they
so
they
good.
have their meet cute, and we get a sense of the chemistry. They instantly
Yeah.
fall for each other. Like they are fucking just so. into
They're
each
adorable.
other.
Yes, they
They
are.
were so
It's-
cute.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
So she can't, like, she doesn't want to work
Yeah,
there.
so
that
she
was
just
her
can't,
old
yeah.
job. That's
No.
where she met Scotty.
Because too
so
many
she-
memories.
Too
Like
many
I would
memories.
get that. I wouldn't want to either.
So
Like,
then she decides
yeah.
to go check out the old bookstore that her and Scotty would hang out at, but it got turned into a bar.
Mhm. Yeah. So
And who
this
works
is
at that
where
bar?
Who owns the bar?
The
Fucking
guy
Ledger.
from across
Ledger.
the street.
Yeah.
The neighbor.
Enter,
I'm sorry,
enter
this-
Ledger.
This was one of my hang-ups. This is one of my negatives.
Yeah.
Stupidest name I've ever heard in my life.
Ledger.
I don't fuck with it. Fuck
It
that name.
sucks.
It's so dumb.
I thought I
He
was
just-
mishearing
All right, let's-
it while I
like
was
I did
watching
too.
the
I was like,
movie.
wait, no way his name means book. Like the fuck? There's
Let's
no
be
way
real.
that they're making this guy who
Let-
they're trying to sell as the cool guy.
Let's
as
be
he's the
real.
fucking
Let's be
fuck.
real. Miller is a cooler name, but Miller's not that cool of a name either, if we're
No.
being honest.
No,
like,
but it's a
No,
better
but
name
he's-
than
but
fucking
he's
He
Ledger.
makes the name
The
cool.
lolly
He
shirt.
makes the name
He
cool.
makes
Miller.
it.
I've
yeah,
heard
because of
the
the
name
lollipop.
Miller before.
He makes it cool because of the lollipop. That is why.
I've heard somebody named Miller. I've never heard of somebody named Ledger. Like that's kind of it's
Valid.
a dumb name.
Valid take.
Yeah.
Fair.
But like the thing is, what would a hotter name be for this guy?
Anything else?
Christoph, Miguel,
Miguel.
Samson.
Casey.
You don't have to. You don't have. Yeah, Casey.
Casey.
Name him
Casey.
Casey. Fuck it. Just put you in the movie.
Andrew. Andrew would be a pretty hot name.
Oh, it's-
But yeah, so it's his bar, and they're just kind of interacting with each other. She's asking for a coffee. Another little meet cute scene where he's just kind of, oh, well, we can't really make coffee, but then he's just making coffee like a fucking pro.
I think he made cocoa specifically.
Yeah.
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 And then he added all the stuff that she wanted, so that was a little cute scene. And then
Except caramel.
she leaves, but she forgets her notebook.
Mhm.
Then she has to go back for it. He's holding it safe for her, and he's like, "Okay, I'll give it to you, the notebook, but let me like take you out the back way because it's quicker exit." They go, they're talking, and then she hears his name is Ledger, which apparently they know each other. Well, not really, but they know of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then she
okay.
sees a fabled truck.
he's the friend that she never
I-
met while she was dating.
This is something
his
I
best
wanted
friend.
to talk about. I thought that she was going to notice the truck first because she
Yeah.
knows that Scotty drove
Yeah.
that truck. And I was a little disappointed that they didn't
Yeah.
do that because then I would have wanted more of, what did you say your name was again? And then he would have said Ledger, and then she would have bolted off. I think
Yeah.
that would have been
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
And
but
I
I,
was
do
a
like how
little
they did
disappointed
it,
they didn't do
where it's just a friend saying, "Hey, Ledger," and then she's like, "Oh my god!" So she's walking away horrified, and then she just, bam, the truck's just right.
And
in
then
front
she
of her
sees the
eyes.
truck,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind
Yeah.
of this overwhelming rush of
Mhm.
Scotty, pretty much.
Of like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, she goes back to her apartment shortly after this and starts writing into her notebook. And we get like another little flashback of Scotty's birthday. And he's mad at Ledger for something going on, like Ledger didn't show up. We find out Ledger's kind of like a flaky friend. I say
Mhm.
to say the least here.
We find that
Yeah.
out after also finding out he was in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
couldn't. It's not like he chose not. He couldn't. Do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
No, yeah, it
yeah.
wasn't like he was just an asshole and was just like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, it's like, nah, fuck that guy. I don't give a shit.
So then,
Yeah,
so then
yeah.
the scene,
So it's
the
like,
little
let's go.
flashback,
Yeah, at
when
first
the-
I was like, dang.
little flashback just ends with Kenna just going, "Let's just get out of here. Let's just go do something else," and then they just
Yeah.
leave the house.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they go to do their little coupley birthday night for Scotty. And that we actually find out in this scene too, that's the night that Scotty died.
Yeah.
So something happened
Yeah.
when they went out that night, and Kenna survived and Scotty died. And all we know about this is that when they went out, Kenna left whatever they were doing,
Yeah.
and Scotty's body turned up. and so it's kind of like, well,
they
like,
basically
at this
make
point
it.
in the movie. I'm thinking like, you know, maybe they went out to a bar. Scotty got fucked up. She like left, and then maybe he tried to get home and something happened. Like you're still trying to piece together these clues of like what happened that night.
Yeah.
Which is the fun of the movie, to be honest. Like, I had a blast doing this. And you know, we see Scotty's body, and we see her, and this one of the biggest reveals of the fuck. I audibly gasped in the theater when this came up. Yeah. She mentions their daughter at the end of this part. Talks about his death. She gets sentenced, and then talks about their daughter. Cut to the little girl we saw at the beginning of the movie. Goosebumps,
Crazy.
dude. I was like,
crazy.
I
was like, oh my gosh.
The daughter's parents were actually the grandparents, Scotty's parents.
Yep.
And that Ledger just kind of is like acting like a surrogate father type.
Pseudo dad,
And then Kenna, she wants to go and see her daughter. She hasn't seen her ever since she was born. She didn't even get to hold her or anything like that. So
which is also kind of crazy.
So fucked up, by the way. Crazy that.
So then she shows up, and all of a sudden Ledger just sees her outside. So he goes and he's kind of trying to be flirty with her. He doesn't know why she's here. And then when it clicks in his head, he had to get her the fuck out of there.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Gotta fucking go. I'm getting you out of here.
It's like literally leave.
Yeah. Kicks her out, takes her home. And yeah, like it's just a super kind of awkward scene between the two because now they know who each other are. They know like, oh, this is Scotty's ex, and this is
Scotty's best friend.
This is Scotty's best friend. And
well, she already picked up on that. She picked up on that.
But now they both know.
But they now realize that kind of like that relationship.
Who each other are.
So, and now we continue on with her job hunt. Now she goes to a little supermarket, trying to get a job there, but same thing as usual. Prison record isn't really able to get a job. So she's in the bathroom just crying, you know, life kind of sucks. And then,
shout out the assistant manager.
Yeah,
shout out
Wilson just fucking shows up. It's like, hey,
what's
wrong?
Star of Yellowstone.
Shout out her. Shout out
shows
her.
up and she's just like, hey, what's wrong? I try to get a job here and it fucking sucks. So Lainey Wilson
I got you.
He's like, let me take care of that, sweetheart.
Let me take care of that, sweetheart.
So she's able to get a job there.
Yeah. So she now officially has like a little part-time job working at the supermarket and was finally able to get something.
With,
and then,
I'm looking up her name because I'm gonna forget it. The girl with Down syndrome. What is her name?
Like Diana. It's like Diana or something like that.
I thought it started with a J.
What it says here is Lady Diana.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe someone else.
Monica is Lady Diana. Is that who it is? Hold on.
Is that her name? Lady Diana.
Lady Diana. Oh my gosh, Diana. There we go. Reminders.
By the way, it's about to be the staring scene.
The best part of.
So Lady Diana.
Lady Diana.
So they work together, and that's actually kind of because we see Kenna doesn't have a car, obviously, or she didn't even have a phone, so she literally walks to work, and it's like in a different fucking town, basically.
Yeah.
Why didn't she? That was kind of one of my notes. Can't she just hitch a ride with a neighbor? Her and Diana live in the same building.
Different shifts.
You see, every time they have a shift, they're together. Every time they have.
That's so true.
You're full of shit.
Every time they have a scene, they're literally working together.
And shortly after this, so we get another flashback scene to her giving birth. And she gives birth, and they basically rip that baby out, stick it in a case, wheel it out, and she never sees that baby.
Stick it in a case
is hilarious.
Well, and it's important to know because I think they reveal this like right after this that it was she was born 6 weeks early.
6 weeks, 6 weeks early.
Because they mention, is it the next scene, Casey, that she has the conversation with Ledger about how she was supposed to have time with her, and that didn't happen?
I think that happens later on in the movie.
Is that later on?
I was gonna say.
I think it's
early.
pretty late.
Yeah, I think we just see that the baby's just ripped
early.
away from her. So then,
and then she has the conversation with Lady Diane.
Yeah.
She comes over. She's like, "Let me get some cheese." Yes. And that's
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
But like the thing is, how did she get into the apartment?
Probably
Oh,
just
she has
didn't
the
lock her
master
door.
Like she just like
probably has. I could believe that.
like
So
waltzes into. But like you don't hear a key or anything.
I don't think that door
Like-
locks because
It
Kenna
locks.
like leaves the apartment at one point and she doesn't even lock the door. Like
Yeah.
she just like goes down the stairs and leaves.
and I could
don't
believe
think
it's
that
a
door
shitty
locks.
apartment that doesn't lock automatically.
She
So, no,
walks
okay, so
in
that's the
and
downside.
goes straight to the fridge.
Yeah.
So that's
to the fridge.
so that's the
You're like, wow,
downside
you
to this
got
apartment. It's a fine looking apartment. The door just doesn't lock. That's the issue
that's-
here.
I think
That's
Jenna
why.
doesn't lock it. To
Yeah.
be honest with you.
She's a 10 out of 10, but
Yeah. But she doesn't lock. She doesn't lock.
But
But she
so
doesn't
yeah,
lock.
so
She doesn't
then
lock.
Ledger. We kind of skipped over this. That after Ledger kind of kicked her out from seeing her daughter and the parents, Ledger drove
Yeah.
her home.
Oh.
So we see like they
Yeah.
have like
yeah.
we keep seeing that these two actually like have something. They have some sort of chemistry with each other, and
Yeah.
just anytime Ledger shows up though, when he shows up like the next day at her apartment, she just gets upset. She's like, "The fuck are you doing here?" And then that's when Lady Diane shows up, and she's just like, "Hey, jerk."
Yeah, because they're
Hey,
doing the
jerk.
sparklers outside.
Yeah, they're doing the sparklers. So then
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
shows up.
And we also do, again, going to another flashback here, we do get a little context for Ivy in a flashback right around this area. Where,
Yeah.
do you want to take it away on this scene, Ash? The little Ivy scene?
So
Yeah.
so Ivy, well, Kenna is in the prison. It's a flashback to when Kenna's in prison, and she's sitting by herself at the lunch table. This is strictly because this is what happens in the movie. She is leaking milk because she just gave birth. And one of the other prison mates notices this and takes her to the bathroom and like cleans her up and like talks to her about what she's going through. And she says you can either live in your pain or you can like just continue being sad with it. And something I mentioned earlier when we were starting spoilers is that on the notebooks that Kenna is seen like writing in all week, it says live in it on the front page,
Yeah,
which is what Kenna decides to do.
yeah. So it's a really nice scene of kind of what prison life was like for her, and that decision she had to make of, okay, am I gonna like die sad or am I gonna decide to live sad? And she wants to live, and she ends up naming the cat Ivy after that person that helped her out. Beautiful scene, you know, and we get, you know, a little more scenes with Kenna and, you know, her interaction with everybody, and now we're kind of talking to Ledger, and we're kind of like learning, you know, about Ledger and what he did, and we get a little bit about the NFL. His old playset for the daughter, for her
Yeah.
birthday, and
Mhm.
yep,
Great
they're,
scene.
They're just chatting, and you know he's wondering what's going on with Kenna, and you know they think that she's gonna try and steal the daughter, and he's like, she doesn't really seem like that kind of
I
person.
don't
Oh, is this
really
wait?
think
Is this
so.
after the
Yeah.
grocery store scene?
No, that's coming up right
Okay.
after this.
This
I
right
love the
Oh,
grocery
yeah, that
store
was
scene.
good.
That scene is so good.
Well, we learned what like Ledger's has been doing for this family. Did we already learn about the wife or the fiance?
Yeah. Oh,
no,
that's
not yet,
right.
not
No?
yet,
Okay.
because it's after this.
Okay, yeah,
the
'cause then we
grocery
get-
store scene where Ledger gives
Okay,
her.
yeah. So then we get like the flashback of Ledger and Scotty when they're hanging out on the playset and they're just getting high as fuck.
Mhm.
And then out of nowhere, Ledger just goes, "What the fuck is that? What is that?
A friggin'
It's a
pigeon.
freaking pigeon! Is that a freaking pigeon?"
Freaking pigeon, man.
It's such a stupid joke.
It's so stupid, but it's like one of those things that like if you
Stupid joke.
like it literally is one of those
It's
things
fun,
where
though.
you had to be there kind of joke that I can totally get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like two stoner teenagers.
Yeah,
that
just going like, "Is that a freaking
thought
pigeon?"
that
It's
was
like
the funniest shit in the
he's
world.
like, "That's my baseball glove." That's my.
Baseball glove.
And yeah, so we see Kenna's now working at her grocery job, and Ledger is at the grocery store. And again, we get a sense of these two's relationship where he's not fully on board with Kenna being a part of the daughter's life. But he's kind of like giving little things. Hey, she's like this. She's like this. You know. She ends up hitching a ride from him because her shift is over, and she has like her hair tie, and she's like, "This is one of her hair ties," and he's
he really stands up for her.
Yeah.
It's super nice for his character because he's so protective of this daughter, but he's just not fully on. He's so protective to the point he's like, I can't like let you be a part of her life like that. And it's just super sweet and just shows what kind of person.
Yeah, because what is the excuse that they give? They say that your mom's not here now because she's trying to get
mom needs a bigger car.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how.
Yeah.
What type of an excuse is that?
When you give to a 5-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. I think they even like that was a point they made was like you can literally just tell her anything. Like you don't have to. You can lie your ass off.
I feel like more. She would like have more like sense like being like, oh, like mom's in the military and she can't be here.
She doesn't know.
Well, I think it's just something they started.
Then you have to
when she
explain
was
what the
younger,
military
when she
is.
first started asking questions, so they kind of just rolled with it.
Yeah.
And then they say it in the movie. They're like, oh, she started asking more questions. Like,
yeah.
I do, you know, something I do really like is that they establish that they're the grandparents and not the mother and father. That's something I really did appreciate about the two of them, because I feel like in most positions like that, frankly, that could have changed the entire story, is like them lying to the daughter about that. I've seen that story been done before. But I'm glad that they decided that no, we're your grandparents. We're not your mother. Like this is your mother, even though they're not telling her about her. That is something I appreciated, that they were like, hey, we're not your mom.
Yeah.
Like we know that. So
no, I found that to be super touching.
So Casey's next up, the grocery store scene.
Yeah.
No, next up is actually first the another flashback to Ledger in the NFL, and this is when he's getting his like PT done.
Right. Yeah.
And we get a reveal from Scotty while he's on the phone that he actually plans to propose to Kenna on his birthday. And that is why he wanted his buddy there so bad. So we're getting another little piece of this of why Scotty was so upset, why this affected him so bad. He wanted his best friend there for his proposal.
Quick thing. What a terrible haircut.
Oh my god, he looks awful.
It was so bad.
And shit, like,
wait, on who?
Ledger's haircut in the NFL.
In the NFL.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I'd have to.
I was like, what is this
I'd have
haircut?
to see it again. I didn't really notice.
What are we
It looks
doing?
awful.
It was
and
awful.
so we cut back to present day. Ledger is working at the bar, and he gets a call from the daughter, and she's like, this
awesome.
is so good. He's like, oh, what are you up
Colleen
to?
Hoover.
Colleen Hoover, you son of a bitch, you fucking cooked. So the daughter's like, oh, we're going to the store right now, and before he can like find out like where they're going or like tell them to not go to the grocery store she's currently working at, they hang up and don't answer. So this dude hauls ass to the grocery store. He fucking speeds.
He's
like
that sick ass fucking truck. That shit can do numbers, dude.
Truck.
Yeah. And meets him there, and right before they are able to get out of the car, he's like, yo, get the fuck into the car.
Yeah, he's like,
So
she kind of hears something from inside the store, so she looks outside and she sees him trying to shove the grandma and
the bright orange truck
in the car. So then she runs out and she's just trying to call to the mom. What's the mom? Grace, right?
Grace.
Yeah.
Very quick thing, and just because I don't remember, does Kenna name her daughter?
No.
I don't remember if that was discussed or not.
I don't think she did, because she doesn't get a second with her.
Like, she doesn't get...
I knew that, but I wasn't sure if, like...
D? What is it?
They name her.
It's DM. Like Carpe Diem.
Okay.
DM.
I kept hear like
Carpe
D.
So they call her D.
And then I hear like the like.
Yeah, they.
At one point I heard like a Thea. I was like, I have no idea what the fuck this kid's name is.
They call her D a lot of the time.
Yeah, and then she gets pissed off, and as she does quite often in this movie, she walks on a road where nobody else is fucking around, and you just see his truck in the distance, like driving until it gets nice and close. He's like, "Want to ride?"
Yeah.
This happens like 6 times.
He's so cool.
It's just so funny.
He's so cool, dude.
She just goes. She gets mad, like rightfully so. chance to try to talk to her daughter and her mother-in-law or whatever, try to broker some sort of peace, and then he gets in the way again. So especially when they thought they were connecting, he's still kind of just like blocking her from having that relationship with her daughter. So I feel like rightfully so she was upset. I have in my notes, and I can't remember. I think it's when he starts taking her home. It might not be. I just have the radio scene made me giggle.
So this is after this. So this is actually
the
scene.
Yeah.
She picks
where
they sit in the field and he
Yes.
shows her the video of the daughter.
Yes.
And this is
and this is when we
Oh,
find out
yes.
about how Kenna didn't get to hold Diem because she was 6 weeks early. And she was supposed to have 2 days with her and end up spending those 2 days alone.
This made me cry.
That was
I cried
at
this
sad.
scene.
That
damn.
really
Like that broke my heart, knowing that she did not get to spend the 2 days that she was supposed to with her daughter just because she was born 6 weeks early. And to make it worse, she had to just spend 2 days by herself because
like,
of
pretty
that.
Much
Going,
just
she
like
never got to
solitary
hold her
confinement.
daughter. That's insane.
yeah.
Like that is awful. I was like, that is like one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Insane.
Like,
insane.
And
it's no regretting you, but
No.
It's no regretting you, but
it is no regretting you.
That shit hit hard.
yeah.
And
But-
so
Casey, if the title of this review is not "It's no regretting you,"
But and then
this is
doesn't
where she
Ledger
gets
offer
the job offer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Ledger offers her a job at the bar, so sort of work in the back and sort of never like come in the front, just clean up the back basically and just help out. So that's what she does.
Yeah.
Then that's when she starts to connect with all the other coworkers. Again, that's where I'm talking about the scene with the friend, the chemistry with them when
with
they're
the
talking.
friend. What's his name?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but when they're talking,
I got it.
Roman.
Roman.
When they're
is his name.
connecting, and he's just telling. And then they're talking about the mugs, which I thought is really funny. And just I really like that. I thought they had
the mugs was a fun bit. I wish it was a little more actually.
I think that was
like it was one scene of him giving him the
that...
mug and like that's it, and then they explain it. I wish we would have seen like 2 or 3 mugs, or like maybe she got him a mug. Like that would have been funny.
Yeah,
that would have been cute.
Yeah.
I like the mug thing.
I think that was a nice little like touch to like a side character.
Yeah.
Just being like, this guy struggles with addiction and but like he's not a main character, but we're still giving him like some sort of story.
I also love that it's more of a challenge for him because he's working
in a bar.
I think that's awesome.
And it's I think it improves on Ledger's character too, because like it shows that he's giving that second, like he's giving her a second chance, even though she's a felon. She's giving this guy a second chance, even though he's an alcoholic. Like that, I think is really good for Ledger, and it does make sense why he ends up giving her a second chance.
And it's also Ledger holding this guy accountable for
that too.
Yeah.
His
Ledger. I dog on the name, but he is a good dude. Like
I like how
he's a great fucking character.
He's a great dude.
His name is stupid as shit.
Because obviously he knows about making mistakes. I like how Roman's also like giving Kenna a chance. He's like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, she killed my best
isn't
friend."
Isn't he like a
whatever.
little skeptical of it?
He's like, yeah.
Okay,
He's like, he was kind of like, okay, but it's not like she did on purpose. Like she didn't seem like she did on purpose. Like obviously it hurt her.
Yeah.
And she suffered for it.
Yeah.
Which I think, and I think that's what. And then Roman, I think, is what convinced like Ledger in his mind is like, okay, maybe Roman's right. Like, let me like figure out.
And the thing I love about Ledger at this point in the film too, when we're learning about these mugs and his friend and everything, is that like he doesn't just give people second chances. He also holds people accountable, right? Like Roman is working in a bar where he could slip up at any point, and Ledger doesn't sit there and go, "You gotta hide all the alcohol from you. You can't be around. You're not strong enough."
He has him working the bar.
He's
had him
him.
working
Exactly.
the bar.
He knows that,
and he also has the like visual reminder of the mugs.
Yeah. He's like, this is who you are.
Yeah.
Your addiction, your mistake is not what is defining you. It is what you are deciding to do. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
God, I might have to move this movie up to a 9.
I
Just
might
move it up to all
you.
this shit. Like, I might move it up to a 9.
Good fucking guy.
Yeah. So then we get.
So we got Mason Thames as the cool guy, and then we got Ledger as the good guy.
Nice guy. Yeah. And then so we just got a scene of Ledger
just the
and just kind of
best.
hanging out because he would drive her home and stuff. So they're just kind of and they go. Is it this the snow cone scene, right?
Oh, I love the
snow
snow cones.
Scene I think comes a little bit later.
Is that after they start like?
Later.
This actually, so now we're on the scene where he goes to her apartment and he goes to like grab the thing and realizes she has the cross.
Oh, I thought that was
she
after
stole
the.
from
I thought that was
Scotty.
after the grandparents showed up at the bar and he took. And he,
No,
okay.
not yet. No,
This is also the scene where Ledger because it's the scene where he gets
The air
the
mattress.
air mattress
Yeah.
from his truck.
Yeah, because she's sleeping on the couch, and then he notices the cross in there. They argue a little bit, and then they kind of make out a little bit, and then they both are kind of like,
Dude.
Yeah, and then like nah.
we can't.
I've never seen like I mean I have, but like I haven't seen like such a passionate first kiss in a movie like that in a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like wow, like the chemistry
We go-
was there.
We
I was like,
right
let's
from
go.
that to Kenna working at the grocery store and getting served papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He served a restraining
Crazy.
order.
Crazy.
Yes, the restraining order was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was a bit
then we-
much.
Like, are we
That was
for
a bit
real?
much.
yeah.
But I was talking to my friend who I saw it with, and it just like they just don't touch on the
It's
restraining
never-
order
yeah.
after that. Like you
No,
don't,
they don't.
you don't like. I expect
They have one scene
obviously this
talking
happens
about
later
it.
on, like Grace
Yeah, the restraining order is not
coming
really that.
to the
big of a
apartment at the
factor.
end, like could have like ripped it up.
Yeah, that
like,
would have
at
been a
doorstep
great
or
like
whatever,
symbolic.
like,
That's
but
yeah.
it's never talked about.
I think
again.
we talked about that too. But
Yeah.
it was the restraining order. It was one of those like get ready to never see this again. Like it
Well,
was
yeah,
one
I think-
scene and you're never seeing it again.
I think the purpose of the restraining order was less Kenna can't be close to her kid, and it was more so Ledger kind of feeling betrayed by the parents, like, do you not
Yeah.
trust my judgment of character of this woman? I'm telling you this is not
Sure.
who she is,
Yeah.
and you still go and get a restraining
Yeah.
order on her. You don't
Yeah,
trust
I-
me. That's what
That's
I
fair. I
interpreted
just
that
I just
action.
wish.
I
that-
think I
yeah,
could-
but I,
I think
disagree
they
with
could,
Oliver.
like,
I
it
wish
could-
they kind of touched upon it a little bit more.
Yeah, they could have had us.
Definitely.
They could have like kept that intact and also added another scene of like her ripping it
Okay.
up. Like you didn't even need to add more of what you already had, except just her, like some kind of
Yeah.
acknowledgement of
So
like it
this-
going away.
This is super jumping ahead, but just because we're talking about the whole restraining order thing and all that, I was so
Yeah.
didn't know where Colleen Hoover was going with her movies, and I was so I guess just thinking too much of Colleen Hoover. I literally thought that for the end scene when they say, "Oh, your daughter's outside, go see her," and she goes outside. I thought the second she
Cops.
set foot close, yes, that's exactly what I thought. I don't know where.
Fucking SWAT team comes off the roof. It's like you're going back into the fucking hole.
Oliver are like, literally, I'm telling you verbatim. I was like, oh my god.
You watched Roofman right after regretting
I was
it.
like, oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna step foot off this porch, and all of a sudden a SWAT team's gonna come out and be like, hey, you're breaking the restraining order, and just arrest her. I was like, oh my god.
I'm Chris Hansen, and you
First of all-
broke your restraining.
First of all, that actually would have made them like
Oh,
look
100%.
like
Oh
fuck
my
you.
God, it was
Like,
And the grandparents are just sitting there like,
yeah.
You shouldn't have.
I just
come.
realized, by the way, like 5 minutes ago what the grandfather was from. He plays Steven Sondheim in Tick Tick Boom, which is
Yeah.
like in my
He
letterbox
also-
for. I couldn't put my finger on it
He
in
is
the movie. I was
also
like, I've
Dick
seen this
Prowse's
guy
dad.
before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he is. Jacob.
That's what he's from.
but yeah,
But,
okay, but to go
okay,
back to where
yeah.
we were, yeah, so she
No.
gets handed a restraining order.
Yeah, so
Yes.
restraining
kinda like-
order. Ledger's kind of feels bad for her, so they start hanging out. This is where the snow cone scene happens, where he's like, "Okay, we can't go see
Yes.
your daughter. I want to go do something that me and your daughter enjoy doing." So we
Yeah.
go and get snow cones.
Which,
He
again,
takes-
Great move. Like
Bro, so
really,
good. Yeah,
just
I
a
know. And she's
good
like,
dude.
dude. And he's just like,
You
or
want
she
it-
doesn't know
you
what to
want
get,
your
and he's
daughter's
like, "Do you
favorite?"
want what your daughter gets? Oh my.
Yeah,
my
just such a
God.
sweet scene.
Yeah.
But then
I fell in love
what I
with
loved even more was, hey, I'll get my usual and the
Yeah, he's
daughter's
like, he's like,
order. I
oh,
was like, that's
one,
great.
whatever.
That's
and
so
then,
good.
Then
Yeah.
my usual,
My
like to
usual.
show that they go
Yeah.
there often and stuff.
My usual.
And then
Often. Yeah,
And this
that's
is where we see
great.
the house right after.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, the
when is
fucking
music-
the house.
when is
dope ass
the
house.
radio scene or the music scene where he's trying to play music.
That already happened. Do you want to talk about that real fast?
Yeah, that was in my notes of the radio scene made me giggle. That's literally just a note.
I don't like
Let's
music.
rewind this just so I can say this.
Yeah, I just found it so funny.
Yeah. That house is so cool.
I just found it so funny.
He's
trying to play music.
Can I rent your closet?
No. She goes, I don't like listening to music. Like music.
Can I play music? No.
Music's a sad song. And then just every song.
Every song.
It's sad.
Which is such like that's such a bit in every movie ever. Like I think it was done in The Fall Guy too. Like it's been done so many times. I think that is my favorite version.
Yeah, it's so
quick
funny.
thing.
That's so. It's like every song is so depressing, and you're proven right and proven right and proven right and proven right.
I agree. I hated that every song was a cover. Though. That really bothered me.
I didn't know.
I didn't like that at all.
Colleen Hoover staple.
Yeah, but that's fine. I was just laughing. It was so funny that every song, and she's just looking at him like
it's a good scene.
With the weird exception of I'm pretty sure "Lonely" by Justin Bieber was one of the songs. I think that was actually the right version.
Actually Justin Bieber.
Okay, good to know. But like every other song was a cover, and I was like, "What are we doing?"
So jumping forward though, snow cones. Go to see a retired NFL player, but he's got a big ass house that he's selling.
Yeah, that's so
and rightfully so.
Not even has
buildings.
Yeah. And he's kind of like,
shout out him for building it, dude. Like
he's kind of just like, I don't even know if I really want to live here because I like living across from Dion. Like I like being a part of her life.
And that's where he's kind of showing his like
his kind of
he's committed to her.
But like it's like a commitment to a point where it's hurting him because now he won't even finish his dream house. Then his marriage
his engagement fell apart.
Fiancé.
It was just fiance.
That
was. Did we pass that scene already?
Yeah,
we did.
The fiance
that was a fucking great scene.
We find out that Kenna reveals to
the truth of what happened that
Ledger
night.
that she had this that's later. But like that she had this conversation with the coworker.
That's later.
About and he's like, you can't like put your life on hold.
Because he has a conversation.
I gotta watch this movie again.
Where he basically had a fiance, and the fiance didn't like how a part of DM's life he is, even though he's not her father, and he completely cut it off. He was like, nope, we're done. So
he's like, no,
dude, fuck her.
Honestly,
her, man. Like,
so following
but now
the house, though, go ahead.
No, I'm jumping ahead too. Just keep going.
Okay. So following the house, though, real quick, she's working in the bar, and the grandparents walk into the bar, and the dad just kind of fucking lets himself walk around. This dude just
he's like, I just need to go get the bag from the car, so he just walks through the whole fucking bar.
Walks in, and so it's kind of like a mystery of like where did Kenna go, and she just fucking bailed, like she
bolted.
She books it, dude.
Home. And later,
Ledger's like,
shit, dude.
You're fucking fast,
dude. And then he shows up at the door and he's like, "Thank you."
And this is the scene where they
fuck.
Yeah, they fuck, dude.
And they fuck hard.
And she lets us know because she wrote a letter to Scotty about it.
She told Scotty
which
all
was
about
crazy
and
shit. That was so weird.
And then
it was so insane.
And
she's like,
It
Scotty, I'm sorry I
was.
banged your best friend.
Yeah,
I hope you can forgive me.
nothing compared to you.
But he's
like
good for me right now.
I would
he's good
not
for me right
say
now.
That
That's
part.
what she said.
And he's like, I'm better, right?
And he was, and then she says, that's not for you to know, but yes.
And then the thunder.
Yeah, thunder. It's like Scotty was kind of happy. I was like, that's a crazy thing to start joking about. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was like, this is such an insane.
It's so fucking scary. The thunder's so fucking scary, Blair.
So the next day is now Mother's Day. And so
the potluck scene. Yeah.
When does Ledger steal the ledger? Because
later.
After
later.
Mother's
Is that
Day.
later? I thought that was after they fucked. I thought that was right after they fucked.
No, because
I was so confused for a second.
Yeah.
I was so confused for a second. I was like,
know.
"What the fuck are you talking about?" And then it hit me because you said it earlier.
So Ledger gives the grandmother flowers, which was a very sweet scene for Mother's Day. And then
Got, like, everybody.
Kenna's having a big potluck with her apartment complex, and Ledger appears with flowers for her because she is a mother, and it was a very sweet
but
scene.
and it's very sweet because DM is asking about what Mother's Day is. After Ledger gives Grace the Scotty's mom flowers, and DM just goes, "What's Mother's Day?" Like she's not your mom though.
Yeah, which was that hit hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was like
I was like, fuck, dude. Yeah,
that was a hard scene.
But then Lady Diana.
So he's not a jerk anymore? No.
Here's to all the mothers. Even to you, Kenna, because your daughter got kidnapped.
And so we get a nice scene there, and then we skip to later at the house where they are kind of hanging out in the unfinished house, and Ledger wants to know the story of what happened to Scotty. Who wants to take it away?
Hanging out.
Hanging
out. They're fucking.
Yeah.
So
they're just kind of laying there.
He's shirtless.
Like asking,
he is shirtless.
So
he let it all out, and then he was like, "So, like, how'd my friend die?"
Yeah.
You know.
The post nut got him wondering how
died. Before we talk about it very quickly, this made me hate the grandparents. Like it made me really despise them for learning about what this was.
So take us into what happened.
Yeah, sure I will. So obviously we talked about the last flashback that ended with Kenna and Scotty leaving on his birthday to go have fun and do their own thing. The parents kind of, especially the mom, kind of advised against it, but the dad's like, just let them have fun. Obviously, he's upset that Ledger didn't show up. So they leave. They go to this like little swimming area. They both eat like a pot gummy. Do they split it or do they each take one?
Yeah,
they
I think they split a
Is
big
that
one.
what that was?
Yeah, that was
a pot gummy.
That's why she got arrested for driving under the influence. Yeah, so it was they took a edible and got fucked up in the lake.
They decided to go skinny dipping, and then when they're driving on their way back home, it turns out the fatal car crash wasn't really because of a DUI. To be honest, she just hit like a rock in the road.
Pothole.
Fucking pothole or something.
Big ass fucking pothole. Dude, that thing was crazy.
No
car
in
is
my
surviving
life.
that.
Yeah, so I was like,
she hit that pothole.
Cybertrucks will fall apart like a fucking Lego set if it hits one of those things.
Yeah, so their car flips like 1,000 times.
I thought it was gonna be like way more dramatic.
Yeah.
Like they hit a car. No,
dude,
it's
when they crashed, I audibly said in the room to nobody, just there's no way they're surviving that shit. Yeah. They're both fucking dead. Like I know there's no way you're surviving like 8 flips.
Yeah, because I thought like obviously I guess that's like the little twist of it that it's not really her fault. Because like but I thought it was gonna be that she's not really paying attention to the road, so I thought it was gonna be they hit something and they curve into a tree or something.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a deer or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Which also.
But no, she's like perfectly fine, which is like
she fucking hauls ass.
Yeah,
like
which
a couple
miles. The place where the cross is on the road, like at the beginning of the movie, is at like a T section. Whereas where they hit the pothole or whatever, it's just a straight road. Like there's no like.
Yeah,
they went flying. Also, it was like on the left side where they put like the T, and they died like crazy on the right side. Like I don't know, but whatever. So
I think it was just so they could see the cross more. Often, to be honest.
Colleen Hoover is not the best with continuity. But you know what? Those fucking twists, man. I think it makes up. She'll shock the fucking shit out of you.
So, yeah, Kenna wakes up. It seems like Scotty's not waking up, so she kind of just gets out. She crawls around, and she's trying to open the door. So she sees his hand sticking out, so she tries to feel for a pulse. She doesn't, so she's just like, okay, I'm going to go get help. So she leaves, trying to, like, hail down a car, but none of them are stopping for her. She fucking walked all the way to the fucking town and then just kind of like passed out in out in an alley or something. I don't even know where the fuck she just wound it up. I don't even know how the cops
like it was I think it was in her apartment or something. It must have been.
It didn't look like an apartment. It looked like an alleyway. Somewhere though. It looked like an alleyway. Like it looked like
she was just
and the thing that it makes me feel like that's so awful about this whole thing is that like she's actively trying to
just
find
no one's
the entire time. No one's pulling over to help her whatsoever, and apparently Scotty's alive the entire time.
Which I don't think we even find out in that scene. I think that's later, right?
It's in the police
It's when she's reading the letter.
Is it?
It's like when the police are like talking to her. They're like, "Oh, you were driving under the influence, and did you know Scotty was alive when you guys crashed?"
Yeah.
Apparently, his hand
so basically her leaving,
or his hand was crushed. His arm was crushed.
It was crushed, and like there was no pulse. But
how was she supposed to know that though? He was unconscious. Like,
and she tried to flag down help. Again, though, I think she just did a shitty job of explaining what the fuck happened, and that's a part of it. Though, is that she feels so guilty that she's just like.
She's just
like,
numb.
Yeah, she's just like, I plead guilty.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even it.
For sure.
Yeah, it was pled guilty, but like, I think there was like lines in there about her just having no remorse for what happened.
Well, they said
am I just stupid?
It looked like she had no remorse.
Yeah, at the trial she felt nothing, but it was like she just shut the fuck down. She couldn't take anything. She was numb. So I think that was a cool
for
detail.
7 years, but then she found out she was pregnant, and she said that if she knew she was pregnant, she wouldn't have pled guilty.
Yeah.
Never plead guilty.
So then,
like
that's kind of what happened. Yeah.
That scene.
Insane. So that's
just got dealt a shit.
And then can I take this one?
Yeah.
What happens next?
Open.
And then Patrick walks in the house, and I was like, God
he walks
damn
in,
it!
Gives
and
him
he
ledger, talk the ledger.
And he's like, hey, Grace was worried about you. Walks in, sees that they're like half naked or whatever, and then he just books it out of there. And then Ledger goes back, tries to talk to Patrick. He's like watering the plants or whatever, watering the lawn. And he just goes, are you sleeping with her? Well, number one, no shit. Of course he is. Number two, the fact that he had the audacity to fucking hit this man is crazy.
Dude. Yeah.
He punched
Twice.
the shit out of Ledger, busted his lip.
It's got a
I know his hand was hurting.
Also, here's what I hated. No, here's what I hated though. In front of DM.
Yeah.
In front of DM, he does that. Like, are you out of your mind? I don't care, like, if you are under high stress. The fact that you just did that in front of your granddaughter who worships this man, I cannot believe you did that. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, no.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
The scene that follows right after this is so good. Because Ledger is sitting in his office talking to Roman. And Roman goes, Roman's sitting there icing his lip, and Roman's like, well, I hope you do the right thing. And Ledger goes, what is the right thing? And he goes, I have no idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
So good.
Good fucking luck, bud.
So then he goes back to Kenna's apartment, and he's talking to her, and I really like this scene because I like how Kenna's not even worried that she lost her like in with it. It's that DM just lost another important person in her
Ledger.
Yeah. And she's like, this can't happen to DM. I have to leave. I have to get the fuck out of here. And I like it how it's not like Ledger saying you have to leave. Like Ledger's kind of like trying to make both sides happy. Like
get her to stay.
He didn't want one side to be happy and one side sad, so he's trying to like be in the middle. He's like, oh no, you don't have to leave, but she's like, no, I can do, because the only way for her to have any semblance of a good life, you have to stay in it. So she starts packing her bag, and then he's saying goodbye. And before he leaves, he decides to take her first notebook that she started writing about Scotty.
Ledger steals the ledger.
And
Ledger steals the ledger.
Ledger steals the ledger.
So then he goes and he gives it to
which
the parents.
That was a crazy move. That I didn't love.
That he stole the ledger, or what?
I totally get it. Though.
Yeah.
Like I totally like. Yes, it's not his place to do that 100%. But like.
But it's just such
at this point, it's like they're
it's
not
a Hail Mary.
listening.
It's hoping for the best.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I could totally be misremembering this. It's another one of those that's just never addressed again.
She when
no, I don't think.
No,
she grips onto it.
Well, no. I mean, like, yeah, he gives it to, the grandparents, but like there's no scene of like him saying, "Oh, hey, by the way, here's this back," or like him trying to like sneak it back.
She brings it back.
Which
when Grace goes to see,
the grandma brings it back. Grace brings it back,
and that's how she knows.
Yeah. So then,
I gotta be real. Speaking of that scene, I didn't love that scene
of Grace.
The scene with Grace and Kenna in her apartment.
Really?
I didn't love
thought
that.
was so
I kind of
cute.
did.
And the reason I wanted there to be more of an interaction, and it just was too quick. I feel like she was like, "I want you to be a part of your daughter's life," and then she just leaves. And I was like,
"That's all she
why,
can take." Like she's still not fully sold on her by that point. So like, by this point, the restraining order's still going strong.
It's because they give her a fire ass fucking moment with her
in the
here
kitchen,
at the
in
movie.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. That scene's not as strong, but like I think it does what it needs to do. Fine. Like I don't really, but I much prefer the kitchen scene anyway, so I don't really mind if this scene's a little lackluster. Then she goes.
Here on out, you are like, bawling your fucking eyeballs out.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, you want to come meet your daughter?" So they go to the house, and that's when the SWAT team shows up and arrests her.
Yep.
That's just
Colleen
where the movie
Hoover
ends.
Closes the book.
and goes, "That's a wrap."
Which.
The end, Verity.
Mason Thames will return.
I want to read you guys.
Mason Thames will return.
Yeah.
I want to read you guys what the actual last scene of the book is, because I feel like it would have.
Sure.
I would have made it 10 times.
Yeah, because we have not read the books, everybody.
Yeah,
I
haven't either. I
catch me reading
my TikTok just was like, I just saw this movie. Here you go.
Hey, maybe. I mean, Casey, maybe for a book club. Book club's possible. Yeah.
Y'all have fun with that.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, Ash.
Yeah, give me 1 second. It's...
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I just realized that Oliver has regretting you.
You just realized that? I've been watching it the whole fucking time.
Because I just realized what the scene was. I just realized the scene. I just realized the scene. I wasn't paying attention. I knew you were watching something, and I could tell that he was looking up at some points. I was like, "What is he watching?" But I'm in the middle of the review, so no, I wasn't paying attention to what you're watching. But then I see that scene, and I'm like, "Oh, he's watching Regretting You."
Real quick, should we do the lead up to the final scene, and you read this?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Kenna shows up at the house and is introduced to her daughter for the first time, and it is so fucking good. And I love that at first they don't say, "DM, this is your mom, Kenna."
Yeah.
She goes,
"I'm Kenna."
Ledger introduces her as a friend. This is my friend Kenna, and Kenna's like, "I'm so excited to meet you." And they just leave her and DM to play.
Also, she brings the little stuffed dog that she saw a mom and a daughter have earlier in the movie. So she gets one for
yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
And
I thought I'm
gonna cry. I'm gonna cry just
say
thinking about
anything
this scene.
I didn't think she was gonna say anything either.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna end with her trying to slowly.
When she started
I'm
"I'm your mom,"
so glad she did.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like how she slowly goes.
I'm so glad she said something.
I knew
I was a friend of your dad.
I was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
We loved each other. I miss him very much. And she's like, "Do you know who I am?" And she's like, "I'm your mom."
I loved that. I thought that was great. I loved it.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good bit.
I'm working on it. It's so sweet.
I'm working on it.
And then we go into the scene in the kitchen with the grandmother, and the grandma is just in fucking shambles right now. And I love that she makes it clear in this scene to the grandma, I'm not gonna take DM away from you. My goal is that you guys never see her again. That's not what I want. I just want to be a part of what you guys have going on here. And I loved that scene between the two of them. Yeah. And I'm that. So sorry. I forgot to say a quote from earlier in the movie too, when Ledger's confronting the family about who she is when Patrick hits him, that they immediately judged her at her lowest moment and made that her character. And I thought that was just an incredible line for the movie and message for the movie.
It's a great line.
They never took the time to actually get to know Kenna as a person.
They only talked to her twice before the incident.
Yeah. And so just that whole interaction at the end is great. Them sitting around the table is great. Oh man, it hit.
Oh, when DM crawls into her lap.
Yeah, she goes from Ledger's lap to her lap.
Yeah.
Being a like I have three nephews, and I'm very close, especially to two of my nephews because I nannied them for a long time, and I was just like thinking of like we have a couple of like my sister's friends are like like we call them uncle, like Josh VB is one of them, like Uncle Josh, Uncle Andrew, like and so like I've gotten to watch like their relationships with them, so I was just like thinking of that the entire time I was watching it. I was just like, oh, like even though like he's not technically like her dad, like it's still that like super close relationship.
I imagine as many movies will in the future, but I imagine this movie will hit much harder one of a parent.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
and you know, the movie ends off on a beautiful note, and they go back to the original site where she stole the cross, and she lets the daughter
they put it back.
hammer the cross back into the intersection, and it's so good. And then they go, "You want to go get snow cones?" And they say their favorite flavor.
And then they played some music. They played some happy music while they're driving away.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh! I can't believe we forgot to talk about this. Ledger making the happy playlist.
Yeah,
that's so good.
After the whole scene of her
that's
saying
so good.
The song is depressing, then Ledger just goes, "Here's a song of just happy stuff."
Yeah.
Here's a happy playlist.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
It's a beautiful fucking movie. Like.
Yeah, Casey, I might be. I think I'm gonna jump up to a 9. Next time I see it, I'm gonna go 9 probably.
Ash, do you want to?
Okay, Mason Thames.
I was gonna point it out. Like we're all being like super emotional, and then they're just fucking in the back here. Like,
fucking in the back
the whole time. They're fucking. Like, yeah, I love this like father daughter moment or whatever the fuck, and it's just that in the background.
And then just, dude, look at his back. You see his back right there?
That's why I said it.
Damn.
That's why I said it. Anyway, let me read what the last couple lines of the book are. When they placed our newborn son on my chest, I looked down at him through teary eyes, and I said, "Hi, Scotty. Love, Kenna." That's the ending of the book.
So, Kenna and...
So her and Ledger have a son and name him Scotty.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Why didn't they include that?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm fine with the ending we got.
My whole
that's
TikTok
a cool ending for the book.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that being the ending for the book, and I'm glad with what we got for the movie.
Okay, see now this is like I wish they included that because like this is kind of how I felt about Regretting You, and my one problem with Regretting You. Spoilers for Regretting You, very quick. So if you don't want to know, skip ahead like
the whole time.
30 seconds.
I've been playing.
But I like my issue with Regretting You is that they don't reveal to Clara that she's half siblings with Elijah.
Yeah.
And I think that's stupid that they don't do that because it's a main talking point in the movie, and then they're like, hey, they're probably gonna want to know at some point, and then they just don't do it. And I was like, that's weird. But they do it in the book apparently, but they just cut it out.
Yeah, so
whatever.
That's what my TikTok has all been about since Saturday when I saw it. It's just been like, here are the differences between the book and the movie. And I'm like, oh, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, like we've all said, Colleen Hoover, she cooked again. Like, this movie is great.
She cooked.
Yeah.
Definitely. To quote Casey, can't wait for Colleen Hoover's Endgame. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I cannot wait for it.
So much fun watching that movie. I enjoyed it so much. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. We'll be back in a month to do the Colleen Hoover universe ranking. It'll be great. We'll watch it all. We'll do the whole ranking. And then we'll come back in a few months when that new movie comes out with Anne Hathaway. Yeah, Verity. Yeah, we'll come back for it all. The Colleen Hoover universe ranking.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, she's putting out 2 this year. She put out 1 last year. She's pumping these movies out.
Quick side tangent. I was talking to my mom about this movie recently. My mom loves Colleen Hoover, reads her books and everything, and she said the book that got her into Colleen Hoover was Verity. So I'm very excited for this next movie to be out this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I told her, I was like,
book
I
club
don't
it.
want you to tell me anything about it. And if you're watching this movie and we haven't convinced you to go see a Colleen Hoover movie, and you're like, maybe I gotta watch the trailer, you stupid son of a bitch. Do not watch
Do not watch.
Do not watch the trailer. Do not watch the trailers.
Trailers will ruin everything.
It'll spoil the whole movie. It will spoil the.
I didn't know a thing about reminders going into it. I didn't know any characters. I didn't know a thing.
And neither did you about regretting you.
Yeah.
And that ended up being,
and that ruined it. That did ruin it for a friend of ours, unfortunately, which kind of sucked.
Don't watch
but
the trailers. If you hear it's Colleen Hoover, skip the trailer and just watch the movie. You're gonna love it.
I'm not watching a single trailer for Verity. I'm going in blind, dude.
I'm worried that I'm like gonna go see a movie and get the trailer and find out what it is after and just not realize.
Sit there, la. Dude, I don't even care.
So here's all I need to know. All I need to know is who's in the movie. So if I see that Anne Hathaway's in the movie, I'm leaving the theater and then I'll come back in 2 minutes. That's what's happening. So
I don't need to see a trailer for that.
We're good.
Because I don't give a fuck.
That's true.
No, Casey. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is going to be peak. I'm sorry. The movie's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
I haven't even seen the first one.
You said the same thing about regretting you.
Hey,
you said the same thing about regretting you.
Fair enough. I'll give that to you. We like we said, we love talking Colleen Hoover on this show. We're all big Colleen Hoover fans.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do you guys got? I mean, that's about all for me. So
Yeah.
Let's
go watch it Endless right now. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I would have preferred the SWAT team ending, but I think
what we got was pretty alright. Close second.
The SWAT team ending.
This was
great movie. Go see it.
I'm glad to have done a video like this.
Go see it. Don't watch trailers.
I'm glad to have done a video like this with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
People. Yeah.
It's been a while, Aiden. I'm glad we have to do this again.
In the comments, please tell us if you like this kind of videos and if you'd like to see us have guests more on the show more often to review stuff or even for our reactions.
I'm down to crash again. I'm down to crash this.
Yeah, I'm down.
No,
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Next time
I'll
be even more stoned, so it'll be less intelligible.
No, I'm so thankful for all of you coming on the show today and talking reminders.
It was fun. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
And, if you made it to this point in the video, make sure to check out our other videos. We got Daredevil going on, other reviews. So much shit, so much content. Big weeks coming up. Fucking Invincible, all that shit. So.
Oh, my
Invincible
God.
starts tonight. Starts tonight. Let's go.
So.
Exactly 2 hours, actually. It drops in 2 hours. I'm so excited.
It ends with us while we wait.
Sure.
But thank you so much.
We won't finish that.
We will see y'all in the next video. Thank you.